非常欢迎再度收看佛学英文的课程。Welcome to the Basic Buddhist English class。今天呢，我们来读这个两个句子。First, we have to read those two sentences which contribute to the understanding of how to make choices in a meditator's life。这两个句呢，是来说明我们在人生修行的过程里头，如何来做一个选择。首先来看看这个句子 ：Choices in a meditator's life are very simple. He does those things which contribute to his awareness. He refrains from those things which do not. Choices in a meditator's life are very simple. He does those things which contribute to his awareness. He refrains from things which do not. 我们来解析看看。Let's analyze those two sentences. The first word we face or we encounter is choice. 第一个我们碰到的字呢，就是 choice. Choice 是一个名词 ，choice is a noun. 它是一个名词，它的动词呢，就是所谓的 choose，choose，choosing，choosing，现在是过去式过去这个分词，它的名词就是这个 choice，choice。I choose a subject， 我选了一个科目 ，I choose a subject。I choose to be a Buddhist. I choose to be a Buddhist. 我选择当一个佛教徒。I choose to be a student of the English class. 我选择呢当一个英文课程的学生。In our life, we have to make many choices every day. In our life, we have to make choices in every day. 每一天呢，在我们生活里头，我们必须做很多的选择 ，to make choice， 做选择。We have to make choices in our life。我们必须在生命里头选择很多很多的事情。We may choose to be a student, or we may choose to be a good person, or we may choose to be a soldier.We may choose to be a policeman, or we may choose to be a businessman, or we may choose to be a teacher. 在人生里头呢，我们可以做很多很多选择啦。For example, we may choose to be a policeman. 我们也许会选择了 a policeman. Policeman 就是这个警察。Or we may choose to be a soldier. 也许我们选择呢去当军人。We may choose to be a soldier or a teacher， 一个士兵或者是一个老师。However, the most important thing is to choose how to be a good person, or how to be a happy person, or how to help other people. However, in our life， 不管怎么说 ，no matter what choices we make。The most important thing in our life we have to choose is to be a good person or to be a happy person. 不管怎么说呢，在我们人生里头，我们最重要的一种选择呢，就是 choose to be a good person， 选择做一个好人 ；choose to be a happy person， 选择做一个快乐的人 ；choose to be a wise person，a wise person。一个智慧者 ，We have to be wise. We have to be full of wisdom, and we have to be a happy person. That is the most important object in our life, and that is the most important choice we have to make. 做一个有智慧的人、快乐的人，是在我们人生里头应该做的一个最大的一个选择了。No matter which profession you like to do, or which jobs you want to do, but the most important thing is to make the best choice, to be a good person, a happy person, and a wise person. Because we have to awake ourselves, and we have to contribute to the society. 因为呢，我们必须自己有所觉醒，我们必须对这个社会有所贡献。We have to do things for the human beings, or for all the different beings. 为一切的人类，一切的众生。To make choice 是做选择的意思。To choose 是当动词用。To make choice 当名词，做选择了。Every day we have to make many choices in our life. 每一天呢，我们必须做很多的选择。Therefore, must be careful, and must be attentive, must be awakened, because we have to make so many choices. There are so many choices in our daily life. There are so many problems. There are so many dilemmas in our daily life. And we have to make the best choices. Otherwise, we will be entrapped. We will be entrapped in the problems, in the difficulties, and we cannot get out of the problems. We cannot get out of the difficulties. In order to be a wise person, then we have to practice the Buddha Dharma. Then we have to learn what is the Buddha Dharma and what is the correct way to understand, to practice, and to be a person of full attention and full of wisdom. We have to make choices because the society is so complicated. The society 社会呢 is so complicated, 是如此的复杂。The society is so complicated, and our life is so complicated. 我们的生命，我们的生活也是如此的 complicated, and our physical mind, our physical body, and our mind is also so complicated. Everything changes so fast from moment to moment. There are so many changes in our daily life. How to make the best choice is the most important thing to be a person. 因为每件事情呢，改变的这么样的快，人生改变这么快，我们的身体改变这么快 ，our mind 我们的心 changes from moment to moment， 时刻都在改变。Therefore, we have to be awake. We have to be awake. 我们必须清醒过来。In order to be a clear-minded mind, in order to be a clear-minded man, 以便能够做一个 clear-minded 这个心智呢非常的清楚的一个人呢 ，to make choice, yes, to make choice. Do you know how to make choice in your life? 你知道如何做一个选择吗？Even to be a Buddhist, even to practice Buddha Dharma, do you know how to make choices in your practice? 你知道在修行的时候如何来做选择吗？ There are so many different techniques of practice in Buddhism. Therefore, we have to be careful to make the best choice, to choose the techniques which fit to our temperament, to our personality, to our character, to our interests. We must make the best choice. 我们必须做很多的选择咯。法门那么样的多 ，There are so many techniques, there are so many dharmas, there are so many ways to practice Buddha Dharma. We have to be careful in making the choice. Okay, let's see this sentence. Choices in a meditator's life. Life 是一个生命，当名词用。Life, L-I-F-E， 它的动词当然是 L-I-V-E 咯。Life 生命或者是 生活 ，daily life 这是日常生活 ，one's life 一个人的生活，一个人的生命。The object of one's life is to help other people。一个人的生命目的是在这个帮助其他人 ，to help other people or to help other different beings。The object of one's life is to help other living beings. Living beings 就是众生，我们也可以讲 sentient beings。Our life is your life beautiful？ 你的生命很美丽吗？你的生命很如意吗 ？Is your life very simple？ 你的生活很简单吗 ？Is your life very easy？ Your life very easy？ 你的生命过得这个很舒畅吗？很如意吗 ？Easy life. Easy life means a very simple life, and yet very interesting, full of fun, and one's mind is so simple. One's mind is so attentive to be a good person.Or to be a Buddhist, we must live a simple life. To be a Buddhist or to be a good person, we must live a simple life. 作为一个佛教徒或作为一个好人呢 we must live a simple life. 我们必须过着一个简单的生活。过日子就是 to live a life.To live a life， 或是 to lead a life， L-E-A-D，to lead a life，lead 就是领导或是带领 ，to lead a life 这是过一种日子，或是 to live a life 过一种日子 ，to live a simple life，to live a Buddhist life，过一种简单的生活，或是过一种佛教徒的生活 ，or to be a practitioner。We have to live a simple life. 想要作为一个修行者的话，我们呢必须过着一种简单的生活。Simplicity is beauty. Simplicity 简朴呢，简单呢，is beauty 简单就是美丽的美。Life 的生活生命呢 ，OK。Are you prepared?To live a good life， 你已经做好要过一个好的生活的准备了吗 ？Do you prepare？ Do you prepare to live a good life？ 你已经做好这个准备了吗 ？Are you ready？ Are you ready to live a good life？ Are you ready to live a good life？ Are you ready？ Are you ready？ 你已经准备好了没有 ？Are you ready to be a Buddhist life？你已经准备好要过着一个佛教徒的一个生活了吗 ？Our life, no, our life, life 呢，我们也可以讲说是 life is what we live. Life is what we live. 那个生命呢 is what we live. 那就是我们怎么样子活，我们只有怎么样子的生命。The life is what we live.The life is what we live. Maybe we live in difficulty. Maybe we live in happy way. Maybe we live in a miserable way. Maybe we live in an easy way. There are so many ways that we can live our life. There are so many ways that we can live our life. 我们怎么样过日子呢？那是有很多的方式we may live in a simple way, we may live in an easy way, we may live in a miserable way, or in a happy way, or in a funny way. Okay, in any way. There are so many ways that we can live our life. It depends on our choice. There are so many ways that we can live our life, which depends on our choices. 我们要过这个日子呢， 是有很多很多种方式的。如何过呢？ It depends on our choice。那这是看我们如何来选择咯。How to make the best choice? How to make the wise choice to live our life? Depends on 这决定于什么 ？Depends on our mind. The mind is the master of our life. The mind is the forerunner of our life. And the mind is the factor which determines the quality of our life. 心 is the factor which determines the quality of our life. 心是决定我们生命品质、生活品质的要素。Mind is the factor which determines the quality of our life. Because if our mind is peaceful, is stable, is pure, then we can have a stable life, we can have a peaceful life, and we can have a happy life. Choices in a meditator's life. Meditator 禅修者，或是一个修行人 meditator。它的动词就是 meditate。 Meditator 是 a person who meditates or a person who does meditation。什么叫做 meditator 呢？ A meditator is a person who does meditation。这个 meditator 一个禅修者是 who does meditation。他做禅修的人呢 ，meditate 动词 ，meditate on，meditate on 就是观想观想 ，yeah， 观想或是禅修。Because in meditation we have two levels or we have two aspects. The first level or the first aspect of meditation is to concentrate or to focus our mind on a certain object or on a certain point. 第一个层次的禅修呢 is to focus or to concentrate our mind on a certain object or a certain point. 禅修的第一个层面是将我们的心集中 to focus on a certain object or a certain point. 就是 certain object 某一个事物或是某一个对象 object 可以翻译成对象或是事物 or a certain point 或是某一点 certain point. That is the first object. For example, in the first aspect or the first level of meditation, we may concentrate on our breath. The meditation object can be breath, can be a Buddha statue, a Buddha's image, or a Buddha's picture, or anything in your mind. 第一个层次 in the first level of meditation, the meditation object can be meditation object 就是禅修时候的一个对象，一个所缘境，一个所缘。If we want to focus our mind or concentrate our mind on a certain object, we must choose a meditation object. This meditation object, 这个 meditation object 禅修的一个对象，禅修所缘境 can be 可以是 breath， 我们的 breath。呼吸 breath is the most important factor which sustains our life. Because if we cannot breathe, then we cannot take in the air, and we will no longer live again. 对不起，如果呢，我们无法呼吸的话，那我们生命呢，也许就会中断。Breath is the most important factor to our life. 我们生命最重要的一个因素呢，就是这个呼吸。Breath is even more important than food, more important than water, more important than the light or anything else. 呼吸也许呢比食物、比这个阳光或是任何的东西来的重要 to our life. However, we seldom pay attention to our breath because breath is so simple and the breath is so near to us and the breath seems to be an easy thing, seems to be so cheap. It costs nothing for us to take breath. Therefore, we seldom pay attention to our breath. How miserable we are because we don't pay attention to our breath, and because of we pay no attention to our breath, then sometimes we have pressure, sometimes we have congestion, we have miserable things in our mind, and we don't know how to relax. We don't know how to relax our body, how to relax our mind, how to release our tension, our pressure. We are in a miserable way. We are so poor that we are under heavy pressure. We are under heavy tension that we cannot live a happy life and easy life. Therefore, the most important thing is to relax ourselves. And there is one good way to relax ourselves, that is to pay attention to our breath. The breath in and breath out. Just pay attention to our breath in and our breath out. We can calm down our mind. We can relax our body. And we can release our tension. And we can become a peaceful and a happy person. Meditation object can be our breath. And of course, meditation object can be Buddha statue. Buddha statue 就是佛像 ，statue 就是一个雕像 ，a sculpture, a sculpture, a statue, Buddha statue 佛像。我 Buddha image 也是个佛像，也是雕像。Or pictures in our mind， 或是在我们脑子里面，我们心中的 picture。Meditation object can be anything. However, we have to be careful in choosing our meditation object. Our meditation object should be pure. Our meditation object should be clear cut, 非常的明确。Should be pure, 必须很清净 ，which can help to calm down our mind. 能够帮助我们把心给静下来，而不是说会引起我们更多的烦恼。We must be careful in choosing our meditation object. We cannot choose those things which will increase the delusion of our mind, or which will distract our mind, which will make our mind run away, or wander away, or scatter away. The meditation object must be pure, must be clear-cut, must be simple, must be helpful to our attention in order to calm down our mind. This is the first level or the first aspect of meditation. And we come to the second aspect or second level of meditation, that is to analyze or to examine the meditation object. Try to understand what is the content, what is the process of a meditation object. That is to analyze, to examine a meditation object in order to have insight. 第二层次的 meditation 禅修呢，那就是来这个检查，来这个关照的所缘境，以便能够知道呢，得到一种洞察力，一种智慧力。Therefore, the first level of meditation, we call it， 我们称它为什么呢？中文叫做止。所谓的止呢，就是我们所谓的 calm meditation。calm meditation 就是能够止，能够把心给这个定下来的。And the second aspect of meditation is so-called insight meditation。Insight meditation 就是观 calm meditation and insight meditation. The purpose of the calm meditation is to calm down, is to make our peace rest, is to make our peace concentrate, is to make our mind attentive, not to scatter away, not to wander away, not to be inattentive. The most important thing is to concentrate our mind in order to see some things clearly. And the insight meditation is analytical 是分析性的 is analytical meditation 一种分析性的 analytical analyze 的形容词 analytical meditation is to examine, is try to understand what is the content, what is the process of a meditation object 那是观的目的了 in order to have insight, to have the wisdom, to understand the truth of our life, to understand the truth of our life in order to be independent from all the attractions, all the world things. We can be ourselves. We can do what we like. We can take action. We can take action, but no reaction. We must be an independent person. We must be a free person. We must be a wise person, a happy person. 那这是 meditation 的 content. Meditators is a person who does meditation or who practices meditation. The meditator's life. Meditator has to live a life, just like everybody. A meditator has to live daily life. 一个禅修者呢，就是跟每一个人一样，也必须过着生活。We cannot say that a meditator need not to live a life. 我们不能说一个禅修者呢，并不需要过日子，不是这个意思。It is not this way. It is not this way. A meditator, just like everybody has to live a life, but a meditator's life is quite different from ordinary people, because a meditator's life is a happy life, is a simple life, is a wise life, is a life full of insight. That it is because a meditator can make the best choice in his daily life. That is because a meditator can make the best choice in his daily life. And we have to make many choices from the moment we open our eyes in the early morning until the moment we go to bed. The whole day we have to make choices. Even in our sleeping, even when we are sleeping, we have to make choices. In our dream, sometimes we are deluded. In our dreams, sometimes we cannot focus our attention. In our dream, sometimes we have the bad thought, we have the bad idea. Therefore, we have to make the choices again. We have to make the choices again when we are born into this world, until the moment we live, until the moment we die, 24 hours a day, every moment, from moment to moment, we have to make the most ideal choices in order to be a practitioner, in order to be a good person, a happy person, a peaceful person. In this sentence, it says, choices in the meditative life are very simple. Very simple. Yeah, it is so simple. 是很简单的。Actually, that our life is very simple. Actually, that the world is very simple. Actually, that anybody can be very simple. But because of our delusion, because of our greed, because of our hatred, because of our ignorance, because of our arrogance, because of our doubt, our skepticism, because of our anxiety, because of our pressure, because of so many difficulties, because of our mind is not clear enough, it's not wise enough, we make the life complicated. Actually, that our life is very simple, but because of our delusion, the life becomes very complicated. And actually, the world is very simple, and because of the people's delusions, or the people's poisons, the so-called 5 poisons, that we make the world become complicated. 这个世界呢，本来是 very simple、very 简单的，但是由于人有贪嗔痴慢疑种种的情绪、种种的压力、种种的焦虑 tension， 使得呢这个世界呢变得很复杂，使得我们的生命、我的生活呢变得很复杂。Why our life is simple? And why the world is simple? 为什么说我们的生活、我们的世界原本是很简单的 ？Because everything is dependent origination. 因为啊，每一件事情都是缘起法的。If there are certain causes, there are certain factors, there are certain conditions, then there will be certain result. 如是的因，如是的缘，必然有如是的果。It is so simple. Our life, the world, actually is very simple. 我们的人生也好，我们的世界也好 ，actually 实际上呢 is very simple， 是非常简单的，一切都是缘生缘灭，如是的因缘，如是的果报。That is the principle of cause and effect. The cause and effect. 因果了。But because of our delusion, we make our life and the world become complicated. 但由于我们的无明，我们的没有智慧，使得我们生活呢，搞得很复杂，我们这个世界呢，变得很复杂。Therefore, if one wants to be a happy person, a peaceful person, or to become a Buddha, one has to return to the simplicity of life. 因此呢，我们如果想修行的话，想要成佛的话，想要作为一个快乐的人，一个很安详的人、自在的人 ，we have to return to the simplicity of our life. return to 我们必须回到 We have to return to the simplicity of our life 我们必须回归到这个简单的生活去 Simplicity is beauty Please remember that simplicity is beauty 请注意请记住 Simplicity is beauty 简单呢就是美丽 If we can simple do nothing if we can simple to emptiness then that is the most beautiful thing in our life 我们如果能够简单到一无所有简单到空性那就是这个世间这个人生最美丽的事情 If we can return to the simplicity of life if we can return to nothing or the emptiness or the so-called sunyata sunya in Sanskrit and Pali then that is the most important thing Don't make your life complicated. Try to be yourself. Try to be independent from anything. Try to be a free person, an independent person. Don't rely on anything. Choices in a meditator's life are very simple. 一个禅修者的生活生命呢他的选择其实是非常简单的 Oh, so simple that we cannot believe that a meditator's life is so simple that a meditator's life is so simple and yet they can live a very happy life they can live a very rich life they can live a very peaceful life we cannot even believe that a meditator can become so peaceful, so happy, so full of love, so easy, just because of the simplicity of his life. Okay, let's see. What is the choice? What is the choice that a meditator make in his daily life? 让我们来看看呢 What is the choice that a meditator makes in his daily life? 让我们来看看一个禅修者一个修行人在他的日常生活里面呢如何来做一个选择呢 Oh, the principle is so simple 你看看一个禅修者他所做的选择呢竟然是这么样的简单呢 It's so simple that we cannot believe that this principle can help him Let's see what is the principle that a meditator makes choice in his life. The simple principle is just he does no things which contribute to his awareness. He does no things. No things means everything or in his life. Of course, he can do anything. He can do many things in his everyday life, but he makes the choice. Of course, a person has to do many things in one's daily life, but one can make the choice. He makes the choice that he does no things which contribute to no things 那些事情 no things can be changed to what no things 我们可以用一个 what 来这个代表 no things he does no things 他做那些事 we can say in this way he does what which contribute to contribute to 呢这是有所贡献 contribute 当动词用有所贡献我有所这个帮助 contribute I contribute to the society I do something which can contribute to the good of the society 我做一些对我们这个社会有所帮助的事情 contribute to 对什么什么有所帮助 I can contribute my money I can contribute my knowledge I can contribute my wisdom I can contribute my love to the good of the human beings, to the good of the society, or to the good of the different beings. I can contribute my knowledge, 我可以贡献我的知识。I can contribute my wisdom, 智慧 contribute my money, my wealth, my property, or my physical body to the good of the different beings, to the good of the society. That means to contribute to 贡献。In Buddhism, we say contribution. Contribution means donation. We make contribution to the temple, or we make contribution to the cause of the society. We make contribution to the charity of the society, to the social welfare, to help the poor people. We make contribution 就是我们捐献，我们贡献。Contribution means donation. Contribution 呢也可以叫做 donation。Donation 呢就是捐献布施。We make contribution to the charity. 我们捐款呢来做慈善的用。The social welfare 这个社会的福利。To the temple, 这个道场 or to the master, or to the practitioners of Dharma, we make contribution to the good cause of the society. We can share our experience. We can make contribution to other people in order to sell what we have. To make contribution, we make contribution. Okay, 我们可以做这布施咯。We make contribution of our wealth, of our property, of our knowledge, of our experience, of our life, of our wisdom. Anything that we have, we can contribute to the good of the society. 那就是 contribution. 另外一个字呢，就是 donation. To make donation to the temple. 这个布施给这个道场也可以讲 contribution. Therefore, 因此呢 a person who contributes is called contributor. 因此那个布施的人、捐款的人呢、贡献的人呢，我们可以称之为 contributor. Contributor, 奉献者、贡献者。我们讲捐款的人，你可以称之为 contributor 或是 donor。D-O-N-O-R, donor. Donation 这是布施，就是捐款。Contribution 也是布施捐款。Donor, D-O-N-O-R, 捐款人、布施者，也可以称之为 contributor. Contributor. Therefore, we have donor, we have contributor. A contributor or donor is a person who contributes or donates what he has to the good of other people, to the society, or to the charity, or to the good of all different beings. That is, to contribute what we have. That means to share what we have with other people. It is very important in one's practice. After one's practice, one has to dedicate one's life, one's marriage, or one's good things to the cause of the different beings, to make all the different beings peaceful, to make the world become a better place to live. Contribute to 就是有帮助 helped 有助于能够贡献 contribute to contribute to 那 contribute to 呢这 contribute 这个字是从哪一个字来的呢？是从 tribute 来的 T-R-I-B-U-T-E tribute. For example, we pay tribute to the Buddha. We pay tribute to the Buddha. Tribute to pay tribute to the Buddha. 对这个佛陀来礼敬 We pay tribute to the Buddha. 我们来礼敬诸佛 We pay tribute to the Buddhas. We pay tribute to our master. 礼敬我们的师父 To pay tribute to contribute 这是贡献奉献 Contribute to means helped 有助于 His awareness his awareness. Awareness 就是一种觉醒 ，aware。To be aware. We are not aware. 我们没有觉醒 ，because we are sleeping. 然后我们认为我们在睡觉 ，because we are sleeping. Because we are making dreams. 因为我们一直在做梦 ，we are making dreams. Even when we are awake. 即使我们醒着的时候，我们也在做梦。We are making dreams. Even when we are awake, when we sleep, we make dreams again. We make dreams again. Yeah, we dream from moment to moment. We are not awake. We are not awake because our mind is full of delusion. Because our mind is full of poisons. The poison mean greed, hatred, or ignorance, arrogance, or uneasiness, anxiety, pressure, so many things. We have so many things in our mind that our mind has no space to be clear enough, to be awake, to be a good person, to be a peaceful person. Awareness 的名词咯，这是一种觉醒咯 ，awakening or enlightenment. Awareness can be called enlightenment， 就是这个醒过来。The Buddha means the enlightened one。佛呢的意思就是一个觉者。Because he was enlightened, because he was awakened, because he had the wisdom to penetrate into the truth of our life, the truth of the world, that he can see very clearly what is happening inside himself, what is happening outside himself, what is happening around himself, or even all over the world. He has the wisdom, he has the insight to see through everything. Therefore, he can be himself. Therefore, he can live a happy life, a peaceful life. Contribute to his awareness. That is the most important thing. A meditator only does things which can contribute to his awareness. 一个禅修者呢，他只做那些有助于他的觉醒的事情。Because if one is not awake, then one is making dreams all day long. And one doesn't understand what he's doing, what he's thinking, what he's speaking. He's not himself. He's other person. He's a person full of delusion, full of poisons. He is not a clear-minded person, or he's not a person of insight. How miserable he is. But a practitioner, a meditator, knows how to make the choice. A meditator knows how to make the choice. He only does those things which contribute to his awareness. On the other hand, he refrains from things which do not. On the other hand, link from them. Yeah, we understand that a contributor is awake. A meditator is awake. A contributor is awake because he knows what he does. A contributor, he knows what he contributes to the enlightenment or to the good of other people, to the good cause of the society. He knows what he's doing. What he's doing is helpful to the society. A contributor must be awakened one. A meditator must be awakened one. Therefore, he must make the best choice. He only does things which contribute to his awareness. And on the other hand, 那是另一个方面啊。反之 ，on the other hand， 在另外一方面来讲呢 ，from the other angle, we can see that a meditator refrains from 呢就是不做。For example, a Buddhist must refrain from smoking. A Buddhist must refrain from drinking. A Buddhist must refrain from telling a lie. A Buddhist must refrain from committing adultery. A Buddhist must refrain from doing bad things. 一个佛教徒呢，就是坏事、杀盗淫乱酒都不可以有。Refrain from 不做。Refrain from smoking. Refrain from bad things. A Buddhist must do all good things. Must refrain from all evils. A Buddhist must purify his mind. 那就是诸恶莫作，众善奉行，自净其意。Refrain from bad things. Refrain from impurities. Refrain from harming other people. Refrain from smoking or taking drug. Taking drug 就是吸毒了 or drinking or gambling or telling a lie. 这个谎言 refrain from things which do not 不会帮助他这个有助于觉醒的事情呢 refrain from 他都不会去做的一事。Therefore, we understand that if we want to be a good person, an awakened person, or if we want to be a Buddha, we must make the best choice to do only those things which contribute to our awareness, and we must refrain from those things which do not contribute to our awareness. The principle is so easy. The principle is so simple that everybody of us can make the choice in our life. We can make the choice to be a clear person, a peaceful person, a simple person. We understand how to make the choice. We don't need to make our life complicated. We don't need to make the world become complicated. Actually, that our life, the world is so simple. Our life is only dependent originated. The world is only dependent originated. If we have simple life, then we have simple mind. Then we can be a simple person. Because we eat not so much. Because we need to wear not so much. Because we need not to have a very complicated life. And the life is actually so simple. And actually, it is only our mind, our deluded mind, which makes the life become so complicated and it become so uneasy. If we want to practice meditation, we understand now that we must be simple. We must make the choice which contribute to our awareness. To be aware, to be awake is so important. If we want to be a good person, if we want to have insight, if we want to be a person independent from everything, that we can master ourselves, we can master our mind, and that we can understand what we are doing. It is a very good principle to be a good person, to be a meditator. Thank you for coming to the class, for joining the class, and welcome you back to our class again. Thank you， 再见。
各位法界空中佛学院的同学，法界卫星呐，非常慈悲设立这个法界空中佛学院。我想各位同学啊，每天在听课一定是受益无穷。大家呢是在免费在接受这个佛学的教育当然这个是一个非常好的事情。可是呢，站在这个法界卫星方面来讲呢，还要为各位准备这些教科书还要把这个教科书寄给各位还要录影种种要花很多的经费所以我想呢，既然我们各位呢作为一个法界空中佛学院的同学呢，应该多多少少花心所以呢，我在这里也鼓励大家呢多花心、多布施、多拥护让这个法界空中佛学院呢有经费能够继续的能够办下去叫做经费不足了，可能当中就会断掉了。如果各位想花心的话呢，有一个法界弘法的通讯社，那法界弘法通讯社的这个账号呢是4195678041956780祝福大家法喜充满。